Yo, what's up, Swag Gang? You already know what time it is, man. It's your boy Keon Laura, aka KL Swag, back here with a video, man. First off, I'm gonna say that, man. It's a lot going on with Colorado right now. As you guys can see, I see that you guys enjoying Matt Be Great, man. I'm gonna keep dropping it for y'all, man. It's a lot of great football content that he talk about, bro. And as I'm a reaction channel. Y'all know that. So, some new dude or whatever like that decided to comment and talk about, oh, good job at Matt Be Great. I guess I had it. Whoever thought somebody wanted to see side by side reactions to other people's content. Mr. Roderick Hales, who cares? I am a reaction channel. So if you don't like my content, don't watch it. But you damn near did, and then you wanna do your little comment. So you know what I'm gonna do? I like that. I'm gonna make sure I like it. I'm gonna make sure I give it a heart as well. Yeah. And I'll make sure I like everybody else shit too. Yeah, you know. But yeah, like nigga, what? Anyways, bro. Shout out to that man, Matt Be Great, bro. College player throws shade at Deion Sanders. I think it's two beers that he dropped. He dropped this one like at 12 o'clock last night. I'm like, oh Lord. So I said I'm gonna wait to this day, you know. And then it's another one, you guys. But let's get into it. I'm doing too much talking.
What's been going on in Colorado the past couple of days, it has been crazy to say the least. But I did not expect this to happen. A Colorado player throwing shots, throwing shade at Deion Sanders.
What? Oh my God. I ain't gonna lie, this is crazy, bro.
I've came to the conclusion that my favorite, and I mean my absolute favorite reality TV show currently, is the Colorado football team. Look, man, it's relatively simple. I don't have time to waste. You don't have time to waste. This is going to be a late night video, primetime video. We're getting straight into it. I do need to give context to every situation, though. If you haven't watched the last, 400 videos we've made talking about this Deion situation, I don't have time to explain them all. I'm sorry, I'm not sorry. You're going to have to go watch them. I can't sit up here and explain detail by detail every single event that has led up to where we are now. There's 3 reasons I'm not going to do that. Reason number 1, that's boring. I've already said it and I don't want to repeat myself. Reason number 2, that's not fair to the people that have already watched those videos. And reason number 3, we don't have time. But, and I have a big but, we do have time to talk about the newest of new updates, and I believe...
You telling me this nigga right here talking shit?
I believe this is the most intriguing one up to this point. It feels like I say that every single time, but what we're going to talk about in tonight's video is that Colorado players are now taking shots, jabs, and they're throwing shade at Coach Prime, a.k.a. Deion Sanders. Whatever you want to call them, Colorado players are throwing shots at their head coach. Yes, that's right, you heard me correctly. Now, let me repeat that, I've never seen this happen in the history of college football, or now
not me either.
Any college sport. But just like with anything involving this situation, when you got a guy who comes into a D1 Power 5 school and he's this assertive, there's going to be some downsides and negatives, and we're seeing it live in action. And that's the coolest part about all of this. As to when I'm speaking, as to when you're watching this video, we are watching this unfold slowly day in and day out. There's a new update every single 4 to 6 hours. It's kind of awesome if you got to ask me. Whether you like Deion Sanders, whether you hate him, whether you like Colorado football, whether you don't care for him, we can all agree on this one simple thing. It's entertaining. Because I can guarantee you this, if you at least care about college football to the slightest of bits, you're keeping up with this stuff. And I love it because the past 15 years, I've been wanting to stay up till 2 a.m. to watch a Pac-12 game. I've been wanting the Pac-12 to be relevant. The past 15 years, there's been no reason to talk about them. But now, there is. This is bringing back excitement at college football. For the past 15 years, all we talk about is Alabama, Georgia, the SEC, Ohio State, Michigan recently, Clemson, and one team.
I'm sorry, you guys, I didn't keep up with that, but I'm going to start keeping up with it.
They've been irrelevant. But now Colorado's relevant. And you know what that means for the Pac-12? They're relevant. I could talk about that for 5 to 10 more minutes.
And also, you guys, I just want to tell you guys that I know I had a little moment of, like, I wasn't posting. And I know you guys probably felt like I wasn't doing as much. You got back. You got me back. I'm not gonna lie, you guys. I was going through a lot, bro. I was going through a lot. But you got that guy back, bro. I'm here. I'm here to stay. I'm here to keep going. Here to keep posting. Here to keep, dropping content. And it's not that. And it's not even me just dropping reactions, bro, and me reacting. I'm coming with that content too. So just stay tuned.
minutes as a different conversation
Back
for a
though.
different day. I think I've hyped this up enough. You already know the intro. If you like college football content, it is simple. Consider joining our community. We'd
Catching
love
this
to have you
dude, bro.
here.
Look
All
at
right,
this.
Matt, blah, blah. Shut the crap up. Now, without further ado, let's get into it.
Yes.
Like I said in the intro, I don't have time to catch you up on everything, but let's make a long story really short for those people that are new and have no idea what's going on.
Yeah.
Honestly, if you have no idea what's going on, I mean this in the most, it ain't got to be respectful. It can be disrespectful. I mean this in the most disrespectful way possible. You got to go outside, my friend. I don't care if you're a casual. There is no reason for you to be lost on this situation if you're watching this video. But if you are, here's the only thing I'm going to tell you and the only thing. In the past 24 hours, something around 19, 20, 21-ish Colorado players have entered the transfer portal. It's been crazy. And in total now, the last time I checked, it probably went up from this. It's probably at 48, 49. There are 46, I'm going to repeat that number, 46 Colorado players in the transfer portal. Yeah. It has been a complete rebuild. And what have I told you guys up to this point? Hey, I love it. A lot of people think it's a little bit too much, but I love it. You got to get the losers out of the
To
system.
be honest, it's
I've
just
given you
more. It's
range,
more
but
ballers
hey,
coming
if I were
in.
to coach
So
a team, I'd have
they
the
can
Coach
leave.
Carter mentality. And I also think Deion Sanders, he has that same mentality. Coach Carter-like. What has been the one example I've given you guys? Hey, Nick Saban, when he took over Alabama, he didn't have to knock down the house completely. He could have used some of the wood, some of the structure. Same thing for Kirby Smart. But when you're in Deion Sanders' shoes, you're inheriting one of the worst football teams in the country, a 1-11
That's
team.
true.
You can't just knock down some shingles. You got to knock it down to the foundation. It's got to be nothing but land and dirt. You don't want to halfway
That's
do
true.
it. You don't want to halfway do anything in life. If you're going to go on a diet, you shouldn't eat a cookie every now and then. You should be on a diet. In this
Yeah.
situation, don't just get a couple of the bad players and toxic players and bad attitudes out there. Get all of them out. I guess a
Yeah.
lot of people didn't expect this to happen, or maybe it's more so of they didn't think it was going to be this extreme. And I can see that perspective because it is extreme. No matter what any Colorado fan tries to tell you, this is insane. But yet again, for me
Damn.
myself, I like what he's doing. I've said it enough. You get the point. Get the losers out. I've said it at least 20 times by now. You got to do that first. That is the biggest part about this. Sometimes in life, you got to take 3 steps backwards to go 2 steps forward. And that's what we're seeing. But here's where things get a little dicey, and I don't exactly agree with all of this. And up to this point, this is one of the first things I don't agree with that Primetime has done and is currently doing. And this will be controversial, so yeah, just get your popcorn.
Let's
get your
see.
snack, get your
I'm ready to
drink,
talk.
'cause we're about to, or I'm about to go off. About 5 to 6 hours ago, Colorado's cornerback, Tavon Beasley, he re-entered the NCAA transfer portal. Why does this stand out to me out of all these guys entering the portal? Because he played for Deion Sanders at Jackson State.
Biore blemish patches help heal blemishes in one use, so you feel ready to
We gonna
go
talk
forward.
about this.
Biore.
Yeah, I think we all agree. Kind of odd that one of Deion's Louis bags is turning against him. To be honest, I don't think it's the biggest deal in the world, and I like this perspective that somebody left under it. This is a guy from a smaller school going to a power school, and maybe, just maybe, he saw his talent wasn't up to par. Great perspective, outstanding perspective. But check this one out. There goes that narrative of being 1-11 and the kids transferring are from last year's team. What do y'all think about that? Because that's all I've seen everybody saying. Hey, the kids that are leaving, they're from the sorry loser 1-11 team. We don't care about them. Well, this
Yeah.
guy, he was playing for Deion at Jackson State.
That's
I'm not trying to
crazy.
say anything. I'm with the side of the people saying, hey, get all the losers out. I don't care about the 30 guys transferring because out of 30 of them, 25 were on the 1-11 team. Get them out
Yeah.
of here. I'm with y'all. But this one is one of the exceptions to that rule. So let me know your thoughts on that down below. I don't really have too much more to say. What we are really, and I mean really about to get into, is a former Colorado player has taken shots and has thrown a ton of shade at Coach Prime, a.k.a. Deion Sanders. Let's be serious for a second here. What's been going on at Colorado the past couple of days? It has been crazy to say the least. But I did not expect this to happen. A Colorado player throwing shots, throwing shade at Deion Sanders. This is something I didn't expect. But maybe, just
Instead of
maybe,
showing his
you
ugly
could
ass
have saw
picture.
this coming. I say we take a look at it. Zachary Courtney, yet again, I'm going to remind you, a player for Colorado tweeted this out. For the coaches who are trying to recruit me, I am sorry, but I will not be able to get y'all my film from my practices last season since I am not allowed to have it because the head coach at Colorado won't allow it. Head coach Deion Sanders. This is very unlucky, and if you have any questions, just text me. Whoa, man.
What?
What do y'all think about just the fact he tweeted that out? I've seen a lot of mixed emotions, a lot of mixed feelings. I don't have time to go through all the comments because you guys know it's controversial. And there's honestly so many different sides of this where I can make an argument for. So hear me out. On one hand, I saw a ton of people saying, "Hey kid, you need to delete this. Why would you even tweet this?"
Yeah,
out?
why would you
should
even
address
do
this with
that?
the coaches and all that nice stuff. I agree, but here's my counter argument. Maybe he did that. They was like, "Hey kid, you're not getting the film. You're in the transfer portal. Go kick rocks." And this was the only option he had left. So that's one side of it. And before I get carried away here, he also tweeted this out. Again, this is not a shot at Deion. I just wanted coaches to know I had no film for them. If you have to say, "Hey, this ain't a shot at Deion," it's a shot at Deion.
Yeah.
It's the equivalent to, you know, what's the greatest example?
It really is,
okay,
because
this is a great
you're at Colorado. Come on now. Nigga, you sound retarded now. You know? You sound dumb now. What is you talking about? Dude. You're at Colorado. The head coach is Deion. There's no other head coach named Deion. No other head coach named Deion Sanders. Coach Prime. Optimus Prime. There's no shot at Deion, but you said head coach? And he won't let you get the film? Did you even go crazy in the spring game? Do you even have film? Let's keep it going.
Perspective an example. You know, right before somebody insults you, they go, "No offense," but
Yeah.
say whatever's going to offend you. That still doesn't mean it's okay. And y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. People go, "No offense, but you're ugly. You're terrible at basketball.
Yeah.
You're terrible at football."
But they really
like,
mean it though.
What? I think y'all know what I'm saying. That's the vibes I'm getting
Yeah.
from this message right here. Like, come on now. In this first message, this was him throwing some subtle shade at
Wag
Deion.
family, this is crazy.
Let's be real here. He didn't even address him as Coach Prime or Deion in the message.
didn't.
He said the head coach
He
of
said
Colorado
head coach.
football. Wouldn't even mention his name. So cut that BS out. You're throwing some shade, and I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it. Now here's the other perspective. I
Yeah,
want
I
to read
mean,
off
you're the
this
player.
tweet.
I mean-
It's their film. Schools don't randomly send their practice footage to players. You're not entitled to it. This is the side of it that's rather intriguing where most of your casuals don't understand. Some coaches do send film. Some coaches don't. It is what it is. But the coaches that don't send film, it's because they don't want an opposing head coach to get an advantage on them. It's plain and simple. That's it. I can't dumb it down any more than that. If you don't understand why a head coach at Colorado doesn't want to send his film to Washington or Washington State, maybe you should just click off this video. It's so they don't get an advantage on your team.
Yeah.
That's just relatively simple, so I can understand that
I
part.
get it.
But however, looking at it from this standpoint, Alabama and Nick Saban, whenever one of their guys enters the transfer portal, they normally and typically find a new home in about 24, 48 hours. It's a quick turnaround. And I'm just using Alabama and Nick Saban as an example because I know a lot about the team and program, got a lot of sources down there, and I'm sure many other teams do this as well. I'm pretty sure Kirby Smart does it, and I'm sure that there's a bunch of coaches that do that. They help these players get to a new school and destination. Anyways, like I was saying, Nick Saban, whenever a guy comes into his office, they talk, and they're like, it's not working out, he'll start reaching out to his other schools, and Saban will send film. I've talked to guys at Alabama that have transferred and went to another school, and they said Nick Saban, he still treats them like family. He still texts them and check up on them. He helps them out probably more than he should. Saban has a lot of integrity, and he wants these kids to succeed, not just in football, but in life. And the greatest example I can use is Jalen Hurts. When he announced he's transferring, he actually was about this close to going to Miami. I believe it was Miami. I'm 98% sure on that. He told Nick Saban, "Hey, I'm going to Miami." And Nick Saban actually told him, no. You don't need to go there. You need to go to Oklahoma. And he set that up. If I'm wrong on the Jalen Hurts thing going to Miami, if it wasn't Miami, the point is it wasn't Oklahoma. Now, let me make this clear. I'm not saying by any stretch of the imagination that Nick Saban is doing backflips and bending over backwards to get these guys to go to whatever school they want to go to. But, and I have a big but, he helps them out. So with that being said, here's my last standpoint and argument for this. Then I'm going to give you my real justified opinion. The last piece of the puzzle of this is some coaches have the mentality of they're not like Nick Saban. Deion Sanders has his mentality where if you leave, all right, you're gone. We're done. Deion Sanders has a mentality of, okay, hey, you're leaving? All right, cool. Don't let the door hit you on the way out.
Yeah.
And I can't blame them. To put it into a better perspective so some of y'all can understand, imagine your girlfriend comes to your house or apartment, comes in the door and says, "Hey, babe, things ain't working."
That'd be great. Why you doing this? I ain't gonna lie. She looking at me. You looking at me now. I know. I mean, I know I look good. I did work on my arms, though. Worked on my arms. I did. I did. I worked on my chest. My traps. Traps. Looking all. You know.
Out, I'm gonna go try
You
to
looking
find
at
a
me,
new
but she
dude.
gonna
Are
get me
you
in
gonna
trouble.
help her find a new dude? You see what I'm saying? I'd hope you wouldn't. This is one of the most fascinating arguments because it's a double-edged sword. No matter
What?
how you feel about this situation, I could see any of these arguments. I could hear them out. You're not gonna help your girlfriend who just dumped you get a new boyfriend, are you?
That's true.
That is the same thing happening here. Granted, it's not the exact same thing, but you get the analogy. All in all, though, if it was me personally, yes, I would give the
Nah,
kid
he
a
tripping,
school.
though.
Yes, I would help him go to a new school. The only way I wouldn't help a kid transfer out or maybe give practice film out, depending on how much he wants, is if he tells me, hey, Coach Matt, let's say I'm the coach at Alabama. Hey, Coach Matt, I think I want to transfer to Auburn. You see what I'm saying? And even at that, if he wasn't playing at my school and he was just wanting playing time and he wants to go to Auburn, I would still help him out. Because if he's not good enough to play for me, why should I fear him if he's going to go to a nurse school? I would personally help the kid out, but that's just me. I am extremely curious. So let me know in the comment section, what would you do? Would you give the
That's crazy. To me personally, I don't want to give out no film, so I'm not gonna do it. And I'm just not gonna do it or whatever like that. Now I don't know how. I remember back then the transfer portal and all that. It wasn't as big as it was now. So it's crazy now, bro. It's real crazy right now. But as if I was him, bro, I really don't know what to say about it, bro. Because at the end of the day, he shouldn't have went on social media and did that. You should have waited and sat back. So now you look soft now. You with the team. The team gonna look at you different now because you're doing all that. And you're throwing shade at Coach Deion. I'll see y'all in the next video, bro. Y'all let me know down below in the comments, man. Swag family, I know y'all keep it real with me, bro. Shout out to that man, Matt. Be great, bro. Damn, bro. That's crazy.